The saying something is better than nothing may not apply to jobs. A new UCLA Princeton study finds that settling for a job just for the sake of being employed might hurt future job prospects of eventually landing that dream job that you were looking for. Joining me now, John Lonski, Moody's chief economist. Jack Hough is back as well. So I heard this one in the car on the way in, and then I had to dig deeper when I got here because I couldn't believe it. And they basically found, this was published by the National Bureau of Economic Research, that if somebody took a stopgap job that was way below the level of what they were actually applying for, they were less likely to get the good job later than if they were sitting home not working and had the same other previous experience. Do you buy this?
Well, I buy it. And I think the important lesson is that if you have a job where the experience is not relevant to the job you're applying for, don't mention it.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention
Isn't
it.
Isn't that lying?
No, I don't think it's lying. I think that, it's
Are you working right now and you say no? Okay. That's lying.
No, you don't want to lie, right? But you don't necessarily, I think you don't necessarily have to list it on your resume, right? Your resume is an advertisement for you. If you've got a job that's just paying the bills while you're waiting to take your career back up, you'll eventually have to disclose that on an application, but not your resume.
I don't like the message about this because I'm someone that believes that every job has value, that you should not be sitting home and not earning a paycheck and relying on other people or loans or your credit card or whatever, that we can all go get a job. I've worked as a hostess, I've worked as a waitress, I've worked for minimum wage. I would do that if I were out of work looking for something else. And this tells you that's the wrong decision. I hate that.
It sounds very unfair, but that's the way the world operates. So what are you going to do? So you want to go ahead and try to maximize your chances of getting this new job and not mention anything that has really nothing to do with the job you're applying for.
It tells me, by the way, I had the opposite reaction to you. When I saw this, I said, that fits perfectly with what I assume goes on. It tells me that companies really need some more thought and maybe some better training about how they hire people. Just because you lost your job at a certain level and you had to take another job to pay the bills, it doesn't make you somehow a bad person. It doesn't make you someone who's not capable of picking up where you left off. Companies need to get better at figuring that out.
Yeah, I want somebody who's industrious, who takes care of their family, who's going to go out there and pay the bills, and who takes pride in a paycheck of any type.
I think you're exactly right. But this is how human resource departments view these positions. And I want to add one thing. This tells us why the labor force participation rate is so low.
That's a good point.
People lose the job. They can't find something comparable to where they were previously. Why work at all?
It tells me why the economy is not growing faster. Think how afraid people are to lose that job and come in at half the level they were
And the second point is there's absolutely no threat of faster wage inflation in this type of labor market.
That's true. All right. Thanks to both of you.